think student loans are predatory. They're just really bad insurance. Let's unpack the actual contract, because blaming a promissory note for a systemic failure is a classic skill issue. Private lenders want your firstborn and a credit score hostage situation. Federal loans, they're a risk-sharing pact. But the risk model broke around 1995 when tuition inflation outpaced wage growth. Suddenly, the contract became a decades-long liquidity trap. Enter income-driven repayment. Not charity, actuarial math. If you earn less, you pay less. That's basic contract theory. The government absorbs the downside so the system doesn't collapse under mass insolvency. But wait, what happens when the government subsidizes tuition without capping enrollment? Demographic velocity spikes. Universities raise prices. The contract stretches. And suddenly, everyone's paying for the same degree at different price points. It's not a scam. It's a broken incentive structure. When the lender guarantees the loan, the school has zero reason to keep costs down. You get the bill. The math doesn't lie. We just need better contract design. Default isn't failure. It's a liquidity event. The system expects it. That's why they built income-driven repayment, to prevent a domino effect. But fixing it requires political will, which has zero enforcement latency when donors are involved. Boomers call it cheap beer. We call it a generational wealth gap. The real tension isn't between borrowers and lenders. It's between weak design choices and the people stuck paying the interest. Let's stop romanticizing bad contracts. Private loans have no income adjustment, no forgiveness, just a credit score hostage situation. That's predatory. Federal loans, just poorly designed. The difference matters. Stop conflating risk sharing with ruin. The real scam isn't the debt. It's the belief that signing a promissory note means you own your future. You don't. The contract does. And contracts need lawyers, or at least people who understand present value calculations. Think income-driven repayment bails out rich kids. Try calculating the present value of income contingent payments. Your skill issue is showing. The system isn't broken. It's just operating exactly as the original weak design choices intended. Student debt isn't a conspiracy. It's a contract. And contracts have incentive structures, legislative friction, and enforcement latency. If you want to fix it, stop blaming borrowers. Start auditing the architecture. Drop your take in the comments. Is income-driven repayment a lifeline or a loophole? I'll be here reformatting the spreadsheet. And yes, I read every single one, even the angry ones.